Hi guys, I'm Carlos Gutierrez. I am a 2010 core member and I teach third grade at Hollycool Elementary.
My name is Ana Iscude. I'm a first grade teacher at Kahakai Elementary School.
My name is Ryan Char. I teach at James Campbell High School in Ewa Beach, Hawaii. I wanted to do TFA so that I could give back to the community at Gonzaga, where I graduated from. We did a lot of community service, and I really fell in love with the Jesuit philosophy of educating the whole person and giving back to the common good.
I'm Justin Pasher. I teach at Ka'u High School.
I'm Kevin Hewitt, and I also teach at Ka'u High School.
Kevin shows us his classroom, which is actually a storage closet.
So we have like a storage where we store all our stuff from May Day, all our activities, all our things. Yeah, it's very cramped. We're like up in each other's personal space, but it's really good because we get to know each other well and we work together well.
My name is Kelsey Wright, and I'm a 2010 core member.
First impression was that I could really stay here because it's a true community in terms of the school I teach at, and the teachers are just like the students where they live. So very positive.
I'd never seen it before, but it was almost like landing in a different country. It felt so foreign from anything that I'd really ever experienced before, and the culture was different. A lot of language is different, and different just cultural values.
My first impression of Ka'u was, where are all the people? Because we drove around all day and looked everywhere and saw nobody. Where were the people that live in Ka'u?
For my students, especially as 6 and 7-year-olds, they lack a lot of a conception of the larger world around them, because obviously we live on an island in an isolated place in the middle of the ocean. So a lot of them haven't had the opportunities to travel, whether it be to another city or another state.
Well, Ohana means family, so this is the Flow family. This is the Flowhana. So this is kind of the artwork center for the students. They like to draw some beautiful pictures and hang them up over here. We've got each student earns 100% club for being on our Getting Perfect homework turn-in and getting 100% on the big gold quiz of the week. And this is how many weeks they've had the card. And if they hold it for 4 weeks, they get the grand prize, which is movie/dinner with Mr. Flow and Mr. E. So that's kind of exciting.
You start every day with a funny moment. I have a joke of the day up on the board when they come in, and I go online and I search for the worst jokes, the corniest jokes that you could possibly imagine. And so I put the question up, and the kids try to figure out what it is. Most of them just wait because they don't know, and the bell rings, they ask what it is, I give them the answer, and I mean, they're awful jokes, they're awful. So there's groaning, there's silence that drags on so long that then it turns into laughter. I love it when there's that one person who actually thinks the joke is funny, and so they laugh naturally, and then that makes everyone else laugh as well. But it's just a really great way to start the day, and it's not all about being serious and sitting down and opening a book and reading and writing until the bell rings. I don't think that's what school should be, and I love starting the day off just having some fun with my kids, and it's just a great note.
The best thing about kids is that they're incredibly honest, and they will tell you exactly how they feel at all times.
You're just sitting, at your desk on lunch, and the kids just want to talk to you. And one of my students came up to me. He's in 4th grade, and he says, Ms. Shively, it's impossible to rob a bank in Hawaii. Again, I have to ask, why is that? And he says, because people have an aloha spirit. They have to be nice to you.
A lot of the kids do enjoy being challenged in class. They do enjoy the rigor. It's just they need to see consistency throughout their classes, and then they won't grumble about it so much.
As a second-year teacher, and especially last year as a first teacher, you go through a lot of feelings like there's so much more that I should have done, or there's so much more that I could have done, and this will probably always be the case. But I know that in my classroom, I've really worked hard to make students excited to be in class and to be in school and to just have fun during learning.
I had kids who had never read an entire book in their entire lives, and they were in 10th grade. And by the end of the year, everybody had read, I think the very least was 1, and most kids had read 5 books by the end of the year.
I allowed a lot of my students to think otherwise. They already had like a bad reputation already at the 3rd grade, and by the end of the year, they actually started liking coming to school.
I helped a lot of kids realize that college is something that they can do if they want, and if it's a career that they're after, I helped set my kids on a path for understanding that a high school diploma is essential for pretty much any career no matter what, and that it's only going to help them get one step closer to their dream job or their goal.
I hope I've also taught them how to become more responsible people, and at least understand what responsibility of adulthood is and what the future holds for them in terms of their job prospects and their job expectations for how they're supposed to act as adults.
It's really awesome because they have now are inspired to learn, and they are happy coming to school, or they feel safe coming to school, and that's all I could have asked for.
I think you can't work with kids without just being so much more giving of yourself and so much more a part of their lives, and being able to connect with that nurturing side and connect with your ability to communicate and to be that support. And when you're the support and you're the structure for so many students, it helps you understand who you are. And that you can't buy. There's no price tag for the kind of experience that you gain from working with children.
The friends I met were definitely some fantastic people, and I think I'm always going to be very close with them. And they made these 2 years an experience that I will never forget, and I've grown a lot from and learned a lot from them, and I appreciate that quite a bit.
And it really taught me a lot about, how you deal with failure. It teaches you a lot about how you yourself, and it teaches you a lot about how you deal with success, and how you can appreciate success, and how important it is to keep succeeding.
I think the most valuable part of this TFA experience has really been the broadening of my perspective on a variety of cultures, mindsets, and just it's really helped me. I feel like it's really helped me understand others better.
Even when you feel like you're going to give up, don't.
Created an entire website of resources to help incoming TFA core members or anybody that's teaching in Hawaii specifically, because I felt like it was such a hard transition.
I feel that this experience and living in this community has really made an impact in my life, and I probably will never ever forget the time I've ever spent.
In the future, I'm going to become a professor of economics, and I really want to study the economics of education.
It's kind of a shock, but it's been a really good shock for me. It's kind of snapped me into reality and got me into this very different pathway than I would have thought about 2 years ago. So it's been extremely changing for me.
Perfect teacher is not Ryan Char.
I feel that the older version of Vikram Bhargava with his unshaven face and long hair probably made the biggest impact on the students, because they were in dire fear of dying every single day. Their teacher looked like he could have eaten them at any single moment. And so the fear instilled in those students, I think, is really transformational in the future of the Hawaii Keiki. Thank you.